Wonder what the old man wants with this lump of foul lard.
Wants with it? Did you never hear that the ship which but once has a sperm whale's head hoisted over its starboard side, and at the same time a right whale's on the larboard? Did you never hear, Stubb, that ship can never afterwards capsize?
Why not?
I don't know, but I heard that ghost of a FEDALLAH saying so, and he seems to know all about ship's charms. But I sometimes think he'll charm the ship to no good at last. I don't half like that chap, Stubb. Did you ever notice how that tusk of his is sort of carved into a snake's head?
Sink him! I never look at him at all, but if I ever get the chance of a dark night, he'd be standing hard by the bulwarks, and no one by. Look down there, Flask. I will. Flask, I take that FEDALLAH to be the devil in disguise. Do you believe that cock and bull story about his having been stowed away on board ship? He's the devil, I say. And the reason why you don't see his tail is because he tucks it up out of sight. He carries it coiled away in his pocket, I guess. Blast him! Now that I think of it, he's always wanting oakum to stuff into the toes of his boots.
He sleeps in his boots, don't he? He hasn't got any hammock, but I've seen him lie of nights in a coil of rigging.
No doubt. And it's because of his cursed tail. He coils it down, do you see? In the eye of the rigging.
What's the old man so much to do with him for?
Striking up a swap or a bargain, I suppose.
Bargain? About what?
Why, do you see, the old man is hard bent after that white whale, and the devil there is trying to come round him and get him to swap away his silver watch, or his soul, or something of that sort. And then he'll surrender Moby Dick.
Stubb, you're skylarking! How can FEDALLAH do that?
I don't know, Flask, but the devil is a curious chap, and a wicked one, I tell ye. Why, they say as how he went a-sauntering into the old flagship once, switching his tail about devilish easy and gentlemanlike, and inquiring if the old governor was at home. Well, he was at home, and asked the devil what he wanted. The devil, switching his hoofs up, and says, "I want John." "For," says the old governor. "What business is that of yours?" says the devil, getting mad. "I want to use him." "Take him," says the governor. And by the Lord, Flask, if the devil didn't give John the Asiatic cholera before he got through with him, I'll eat this whale in one mouthful. But look sharp. Ain't you all ready there? Well then, pull ahead and let's get the whale alongside.
I think I remember some such story as you were telling, but I can't remember where.
3 Spaniards? Adventures of those 3 bloody-minded soldados? Did you read it there, Flask? I guess you did.
No, never saw such a book. Heard of it, though. But now tell me, Stubb, do you suppose that the devil you were speaking of just now was the same you saw now on board the Pequod?
Am I the same man that helped kill this whale? Doesn't the devil live forever? Who ever heard that the devil was dead? Did you ever see any parson wearing mourning for the devil? And if the devil is a latchkey to get into the admiral's cabin, don't you suppose he can crawl into a porthole? Tell me that, Mr. Flask.
How old do you suppose FEDALLAH is, Stubb?
Do you see that mainmast there? Well, that's the figure 1. Now take all the hoops in the Pequod's hold and string along in a row with that mast for aughts do you see. Well, that wouldn't begin to be FEDALLAH's age, nor all the Coopers in creation couldn't show hoops enough to make aughts enough.
But see here, Stubb, I thought you but a little boasted just now that you meant to give FEDALLAH a sea toss if you ever got a good chance. Now if he's so old as those hoops of yours come to, and you want to live forever, what good will it ever do to pitch him overboard? Tell me that.
Give him a good ducking anyhow.
But he'd crawl back.
Duck him again, and keep ducking him.
Suppose he should take it into his head to duck you then, and drown you. What then?
I should like to see him try it. I'd give him such a pair of black eyes that he wouldn't dare to show his face in the admiral's cabin again for a long while. Let alone down in the orlop there where he lives, and hereabouts on the upper decks where he sneaks so much. Damn the devil, Flask. So you suppose I'm afraid of the devil? Who's afraid of him except the old governor, who daren't catch him and put him in double darbies, as he deserves, but lets him go about kidnapping people? Aye, and signed a bond with him, that all the people the devil kidnapped, he'd roast for him? There's a governor.
Do you suppose FEDALLAH wants to kidnap Captain AHAB?
Do I suppose it? You'll know it before long, Flask. But I'm going now to keep a sharp lookout on him. And if I see anything very suspicious going on, I'll just take him by the nape of his neck and say, "Look here, Beelzebub, you don't do it. And if he makes any fuss, by the Lord, I'll make a grab into his pocket for his tail, take it to the capstan, and give him such a wrenching and heaving that his tail will come short off at the stump. You see? And then, I rather guess when he finds himself docked in that queer fashion, he'll sneak off without the poor satisfaction of feeling his tail between his legs.
And what will you do with the tail, Stubb?
With it, sell it for an ox whip when we get home. What else?
Now, do you mean what you say and have been saying all along, Stubb?
Mean or not mean, here we are at the ship.
Didn't I tell you so? Yes. You'll soon see this right whale's head hoisted up opposite that Parmacettes.